for my Euro 2024 qualifier predictions. The qualifiers will start in March of 2023 and end in March of 2024 for the tournament to be played in June to July of 2024. If you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to slap a like as well as that subscribe button. Without any further ado, we're going to get right into this one right here with our first group, which is Spain, Cyprus, Scotland, Norway, and Georgia. And for this group in fifth place, I'm going to start out with Cyprus. I just don't see the quality there of the Cypriot squad to get anywhere but fifth place. So I think this is one that's kind of obvious. Cyprus last. Alright, then moving on to fourth, I have gone for Scotland. After that loss to Ukraine 3-1, I feel pretty unconvinced by Scotland, especially because there are two other teams to be mentioned that are on the up. So it's really that more than Scotland being bad. And also players like Tierney injured and Robertson not in form well. I just think that Scotland might fall a little bit and not qualify for the Euros, but they will get playoffs at least because they did win their Nation League group. So that's good for them. So even if they finish fourth, they will make the playoffs. Alright, now moving on to third place, I have gone for the country of Georgia, not the U.S. state. And I think that Georgia and Kvicha Kravatskelia and the goalkeeper, what's-his-face, at Valencia, not Silison, but the other guy, I think will be a great addition. And they have like three other good players too. And this Georgian squad is better than you think, really. And I think they can do bits at this World Cup and really, really, really improve. So Georgia, I think, will be able to do it. So Georgia in third place. Second place, I've gone for Norway. And Norway is a team with players like Ødegaard and Holland on the team. Just make this so hard. Also, you have Christopher Ayer at center back, which makes this team good. Those three players and two other players that I'm forgetting make this team very strong. And I know I'm forgetting somebody, but I think this Norwegian team is good and they can do bits at this World Cup. Right then in first place, I have gone for Spain. Spain won their Nations League groups, even if they finish last place, which they obviously won't. I'll bet my life on it, that they will get at least playoffs. So it doesn't matter how bad they do in the group stages. They're getting playoffs at least. It's 100% chance. It's not me being very convinced. It's literally the rules. So Spain in first place. I knew they had a disappointing World Cup despite winning 7-0. But the young talent they have like Pedri, Gavi, Nico Williams make me think that there's no way that Spain will not win this group. I just think so, and that this one is kind of obvious. Well, then moving on to Group B, I have gone for Gibraltar last. Gibraltar lost 6-0 to Turkey. They lost 6-0 to the Netherlands. Yes, I know those are good teams, but still, Gibraltar is not doing anything in this qualifying campaign. 0 points and out. Alright, then moving on to Greece, we have in fourth place. It's not that Greece suck or anything, it's just that there are better teams in here. I know you have good players like Vlachodimos at Benfica, Tsimikas at Liverpool, and other good players. And it's just going to be very hard, though, to get out of this group here. And you did win your group in the Nations League, so you're getting at least playoffs. So that will be happening. So even if you finish fourth, it's not the end of the world. Alright, then third place, I've got it for Republic of Ireland. Republic of Ireland are a very good team, and they have a good golden generation of their own. Some young players coming out. Bazunu and Kelleher as the goalies will be pretty strong. And I think they should start Kelleher over Bazunu, but I don't know they'll ever do that. So this Ireland squad is pretty good. Third place, imagine they played the same Nations League group as England. That'll be something else. I mean, really. It'll just be something. It could be happen because they're both being League B because of England's relegation after a god-awful Nations League campaign. Alright, then moving on to second place, I have gone for Netherlands. Netherlands, I think, are a very good team. and they had a good World Cup, making it to the quarterfinals, where they fell to the eventual champions Argentina. And I think this will be tough for them, and it's going to be hard. So, but I think they can qualify for the tournament. Remember, the top two was automatic qualification. So I think they can do this, Netherlands, and play well here. And it'll happen, in my opinion. Netherlands will go to the Euros. First, France. This is the easiest decision to make, possibly. France winning the group. I know they had a bad Nations League, but they made it to the World Cup final afterwards. Broke the World Cup champions curse, and some comeback they just had. It was ridiculous. So the players in the France squad, trust me, France will win this group. First place to the next group you'll hear soon. Second place, third place, and fourth place. But before that, we've got the fifth place, and I've gone for Malta. Malta, just not enough quality in this squad. Yes, you have Teddy Toima, who plays for the second place team in Belgium, but it just might not be enough here. And I just don't think so. That's going to be enough. So Malta, fifth. Fourth, North Macedonia. North Macedonia have been playing okay-ish lately. Yes, they knocked Italy out in World Cup qualifying, but then they fell to Portugal. And they are a disappointing Nations League. I know the Nations League isn't the most important tournament, but still, it was a bit disappointing that they fell to a lot of teams like Northern Ireland and Georgia in the Nations League, League C. So I think it will be disappointing. So for North Macedonia, and they will not qualify for the Euros again. It was a good qualification. They scored their first goal at the major tournament, courtesy of Goran Pandev, now retired for North Macedonia. Just legend. Even though he ended his career playing for a garbage club in Italy, he's still a legend here for North Macedonia. I'm not North Macedonian, but he's a legend. I should have said here. All right, third, Ukraine. Ukraine have a good squad. Malinovsky, Mudryk, Yarmolenko, other good players. There's a lot of good Ukrainian talent around, and I think they can get third place. They didn't win their Nations League groups. They might not even get playoffs, but I think they can do it, and Ukraine will get third place. Second, Italy. Italy, it was ahead of the team who's in first. And I just think that it's going to be tough for Italy to do it again, especially with such an informed first place team like we have. Yes, Italy is going to the Nations League finals, and they do great in every competition, not needing World Cup qualifying. But it's going to be hard for Italy to do it ahead of first England. And it's just going to be really difficult for Italy to do it, because England's in first. With all the players in the squad depth they have, yes, the likes of Alexander-Arnold are not very well in form, but you still have good players across the squad. So I think that England can grab first place here, and it will be pretty easy for them. But Italy might give them a run for their money. All right, moving on to yet another group here. We have Group E, and this group has Turkey, Wales, Latvia, yes, Croatia, and Armenia. Yes, they changed the name to Turkey. Turkey was the old name, and I think that they will do good here in this tournament. So fifth place, I'm going to go for Armenia. Not enough squad depth. End the discussion. Armenia, fifth place now. It's just happening. I know they had a good World Cup qualifying for the first half, but they're still going to go straight out of this tournament. The downfall of Armenia is coming here. Fourth, Latvia. Latvia were kind of impressive in the World Cup qualifying. They didn't lose in half their games, played all right, and I think that they did a good job. So Latvia, I think, can do something here, and I think that they can get fourth place. I think they won their Nations League D group, so I think they might be able to get the playoff season. So that is just outstanding for the Latvians right here. All right, moving on to third place, we have Wales. Now, the downfall of Wales is right here. An awful team in the World Cup. They lost 2, drew 1. It was completely awful. It was a horror show for the Welsh. They did worse than Qatar, in my opinion. Yes, worse than Qatar. Their goal difference, so bad. Yes, they drew a game, but the way they played with red cards galore and stuff like that, and Wayne Hennessy's red card then leading to 2 goals, it was just completely awful, in my opinion, and I don't think that Wales is going to be able to do anything. Their superstar hero, Gareth Bale, who scored the goal against the U.S., has just retired from international sports, except golf, of course. But it's just going to be that he is going to keep on not doing anything for this national team. He's stopped. He's not playing no more. So I think that he's really going to just stop and just contributing. The contributions, where are they going to come from? Nico Williams, maybe. Brennan Johnson is probably their best player right now. Hennessy is going to retire. They're going to have to turn to Danny Ward now, who's just started at Leicester City. And I don't know how well this will go, personally. It might not go that well for Wales. I don't think it will. Second, Turkey. Turkey, either way, is a good team with expectations that are either they fail or no expectations that they succeed. So I think that Turkey can do something here, and they will play well, in my opinion, and they will be able to do something. And I think that they can qualify for the Euros, and hopefully they won't fail once they get to the actual Euros, in my opinion. First, Croatia. Well, this is obvious. Croatia winning the group is about as an impressive a prediction as me predicting that I'm going to go to the bathroom in an hour. So this prediction is just blah. It's just Croatia is obviously going to win their group. I really don't know what else could happen. I'm going to look back at this prediction and say, hey, I got this one right. Because I know I'm going to get this one right. This is probably the most obvious prediction in the list. Croatia winning their group. Maybe the Portugal one or the Switzerland one, but come on. Croatia is going to win this group. Croatia will absolutely win this group. First, in the next group, you'll find out very soon. But before that, we're going to move on to the group with Albania, Moldova, Poland, Czech Republic, and Faroe Islands. We're going to see what happens here. Fifth, Faroe Islands. Faroe Islands have an awful squad. They're not going to do anything. They don't have enough. Yes, Clayton Olsen is a good player, the leading top scorer in the Faroe Islands Premier League. He scored lots of goals there and good goals for the national team, but they only bring him on as a sub now, so I really don't think so. So Faroe Islands fifth. Fourth, Moldova. Moldova were semi-impressive in the World Cup in the Nations League. So I think they can do something. They have limited potential here, and I think they'll be able to do slight bets here and do something. So Moldova to finish in fourth place. Yeah, I think that the Nations League results can really help them out here and give them a confidence boost. Third, Albania. Albania, what happened? Simply what? I don't know what you were thinking playing like that in the Nations League. Awful results, truly all over the place. You weren't doing anything at all, and I just don't think so that you're going to be able to do anything soon. It's just losing those games to Israel and Iceland. They drew, but it was just truly awful the way they played. 2 losses to Israel, and just it's not looking good for Albania. So Albania, third place and out. Second, Czech Republic or Czechia. Czech Republic or Czechia, I think I have a good squad. They've been playing okay, except they haven't because the World Cup qualifiers was bad. And then, you know what was also bad? The Nations League and getting relegated. So I don't think Czech Republic's going to be able to do much of anything here. So second place for the Czechs and out. In my opinion, that is what's going to be happening. All right, then moving on next. We have Poland in first place. I think this one is the most obvious. Poland winning their group. Poland are a World Cup round of 16 caliber team, and I think that they can do stuff here. Poland played well throughout the tournament, the World Cup. 4 points and make it to the next round. So I think they will do stuff here. Alright, then moving on to our next group, which has Sweden, Austria, Belgium, Estonia, and Azerbaijan. And fifth place, I'm going to go for Estonia. Estonia just don't have the squad to do anything. Yes, they were okay in the Nations League, but it was League D. Yes, they won the group. I know, but still, I don't know what's going to happen next. Fourth, Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan were impressive in Nations League C, and I think that they will be able to do something in the Euro qualifiers, and play well. And I think that they will do something, get fourth place at least. At least they're not finishing bottom no more. And I think that'll give them some confidence and really have them play well. Third, Belgium. Yes, Belgium is experiencing the downfall of Belgium soccer. And I just don't see them doing anything. So disappointing in the World Cup. The way they played was a disgrace. Losing to Morocco, drawing with Croatia, and beating Canada, even though Canada played better than them. I don't get it. It just makes no sense to me at all. A Batshuayi goal was all you could get against Canada. Canada finished rock bottom of the group, 0 points and out. I just don't see anything happening here for Belgium. You are experiencing the downfall of Belgium soccer. I don't know what is going on, honestly. Oh, it's so bad for Belgium. I can't even explain. It's really awful. And they're just experiencing what's going to be the worst for them. It's just so bad for Belgium right now. Roberto Martinez is left to go manage Portugal. I don't even know what's happening. The whole national team is a mess. Lukaku to the Hazard brothers. It's awful. All right, then second, Austria. Austria have to make it to win yet another Euros. They were in the last one, and there's 3 teams in this group who were in the last Euros. Sweden, Austria, and Belgium. And I think that Austria have enough squad to do it. So Austria in second place. First, Sweden. Sweden were okay in World Cup qualifiers, and I think that they'll be able to do a little more here. They just missed out on the World Cup and a 2-0 loss to Poland, and I think that they can do stuff. Yes, they had a bad Nations League, but this is a tournament where Sweden will bounce back, mark my words, grab first place in the group, and actually do something for once. So yes, I think that's what's going to happen here. Sweden in first place. Moving on to our next group now, we have Hungary, Serbia, Montenegro, Lithuania, and Bulgaria. And I think in fifth place, I'm going to go with Lithuania. Lithuania just doesn't have the squad to do it simply. It's really simple as. I don't see them doing this anytime soon. The squad is simply not good enough to do this, and I don't think they have the actual potential to do so. So I'm going to put Lithuania in fifth place. They are a dreadful Nations League, a dreadful World Cup qualifying, and I don't see improvement anytime soon from the country of Lithuania. So I think that they will be done for in fifth place. Moving on to fourth place now, and I've gone for Bulgaria. Again, not enough squad depth. I'm not 100% sure about what players they have on their team. It's just not looking too great right now for Bulgaria, and I just don't think that they'll be able to have that great of a season, in my opinion, in Euro qualifiers. I don't see them making it through. I'm not sure what their Nations League status is, whether they won their group or not. I'll have to check soon, though. Moving on to third place, I've gone for Montenegro. Montenegro now, I think will do all right here. They have a decent enough squad. They'll play pretty well. I'm just not sure if they'll do fantastic, but I think that they will do all right, decently well, and have a good tournament. So Montenegro in third place, making it to the playoffs. Second place, Serbia. Serbia are a good team, not great team. Promoted to Nations League League A. Had an awful World Cup, though, only getting a draw against Cameroon and a loss to Switzerland and Brazil. But I just don't think that they'll be able to do amazing here, but I think they'll still be able to do really, really good and get second place, though. First, Hungary. Hungary will absolutely walk this group. Hungary, there's no doubt about it. They had a great Nations League. They know how to go toe-to-toe with top teams, so they can go toe-to-toe with second-tier teams. Hungary will absolutely do fantastic here and will win this group. Mark my words. So Hungary in a definite first place. Moving on to our first 6-team group, we have San Marino, Northern Ireland, Kazakhstan, Denmark, Slovenia, and Finland. And in 6th place, the most obvious prediction of all time, San Marino. San Marino just suck, honestly, no offense. And the team is just not good. They lose every game they play in, pretty much, except a win and a friendly against Liechtenstein. They got a draw against Gibraltar once. They picked up like 5 points total in their whole existence. It's just not good enough, and San Marino are going in 6th place for me. 5th, Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland had a disappointing Nations League, and that is why I think they will finish in 5th place here. I don't see them doing very good, so I think 5th place is the most likely for the Northern Irish. They're not going to have a very good Euros, mark my words. 4th, Slovenia. Slovenia have been okay. They've been improving lately. It's not been great at Slovenia. It's not been awful. But I think they can still do stuff here and get themselves playing good. And it'll be a good tournament and see how they can do. Make sure to go back to this prediction if Slovenia do get 4th place. I know this wouldn't get them playoffs because they didn't win their Nations League group. But still, this is not going to be the worst or the best Slovenia team that we've seen. But watch out for Šeško, their bright young star, the Wonder Kid. 3rd, Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan have been playing good lately. They had a great Nations League. I'm pretty sure they won their group. So this would get them playoffs too. And I just think that they're going to play well. And they're just going to do fantastic. The players they have on their team know how to play well as a unit. It always works out well for Kazakhstan. And I think that they will be able to do something here. I think Kazakhstan are finishing in 3rd place. You heard it. They might even go to the Euros. 2nd, Denmark. Denmark had an unconvincing World Cup, picking up a draw against Tunisia and a loss to Australia and France. And it just wasn't very good the way they played. I think it's going to be more disappointing stuff from Denmark here. I just don't see them doing anything really good here in this one. I think they'll qualify for the Euros, but it's not going to be that amazing. The problem in the World Cup is that their players weren't in form well. But if they get their players in form, I think that they will play well and qualify for the Euros, in my opinion. So I think that that's something that's doable, I think, for Denmark. And that'll probably happen. 1st, Finland. Finland are going to do fantastic. It's just going to be amazing to see the Finns do this. It's going to be truly amazing because Finland plays so well. They just got unlucky in the World Cup qualifiers not to make it to the playoffs. It's just going to be really hard for them to do something. And I'm not sure how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. The players, they've had an informed Teemu Pukki, other great players on the team, the players from HJK. It's going to be fantastic. Finland will win this group. It's not going to be easy, but they will do it. Moving on to our second to last group here, we have Israel, Romania, Andorra, Belarus, Kosovo, and Switzerland. And 6th, I'm going for Russia's best friend. Ha ha ha. It's Belarus. Yes, Russia's best friend here, Belarus, I think will do okay here. I'm not sure if they're going to throw up an absolute banger or what's going to happen. I know that they will perform okay here. And Belarus are going to do an okay job and not do great. It's just going to kind of suck. Not really okay. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's just going to be kind of bad and disappointing for Belarus. The way they've been playing in the Nations League, threat of relegation to the bottom tier, it's just been really bad. And they might even get relegated. The playoffs are in March. So this is really, really bad for Belarus. I'm not sure what's going to happen. But 6th place. 5th, Kosovo. Kosovo has been not that great. They had a good Euro qualifiers last time, but a bad World Cup qualifying. I'm just not sure what's going to happen here for Kosovo. It's going to be a bit strange if they get out of this group, which I don't think it's possible. I think the top 3 teams are locked to be the top 3 teams, and I think this is probably the easiest top 3 to predict, and I just don't see it happening any other way here. I think that Kosovo will be 5th place, and not much going on. 4th, Andorra. I know a hot take. Andorra are a tiny microstate lodge between France and Spain. Well, the other teams in this group are just not going to perform well. So Andorra 4th. It's just not going to be good because these other teams are not good. It's going to be good because these other teams are not good. That's the only reason why Andorra is finishing 4th. Shout out to Sergi. I forgot his last name. Sergi somebody. It's been playing alright for them. And Sergi Moreno, that's the guy's name, has been playing well for Inter Diascales. And I think it's going to be good to see Andorra get a confidence booster, finish somewhere above 5th and 6th place. 3rd, Romania. Romania have been playing okay lately. It hasn't been an awful World Cup qualifiers for them. And it hasn't been the best or worst, but I think 3rd for Romania will be suitable. It'll work out okay. You'll get a good team here, and Romania will finish 3rd. They've got decent players in the Romanian league. I think they could do bits here. So Romania finishing in 3rd place. 2nd, Israel. Israel have been playing fantastic lately in the Nations League. They won 2 games out of 4, the other 2 being draws, earning them a promotion to League A. It was truly fantastic for Israel to do that. In style as well, they played fantastic, and I think that the squad are playing so well lately together. You got the likes of Manor Solomon, Atzili, just playing so well, just balling out. So I think Israel can finish 2nd in this group and go to the Euros. It's not possible, especially considering that this group is not the strongest. 1st, Switzerland. Well, this is obvious. A team that, yes, they did get hammered in the round of 16 at the World Cup, but they were so sublime before that. And you know the Swiss, they'll just make an amazing recovery. This team is simply too good. This team is fantastic. This team is amazing. With the players they have, the talent in the league, I just know that's going to happen. Trust me, Switzerland will absolutely walk this league, this group. They will absolutely walk this group. They will eat it up in a pie with a fork. It's ridiculous. Switzerland will win this group. It'll be a walkover. It's not even going to be close. Trust me. Israel are good, but they're not going to be able to challenge Switzerland for that top spot. There is no way that is happening. All right, moving on to our next group, we have Portugal, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, Iceland, Bosnia, and Slovakia. And in 6th place, this is obvious. I'm just like the San Marino one. I'm going for Liechtenstein. Yeah, Liechtenstein have not been performing good lately, and it's not been looking very good for Liechtenstein. They never perform well. They sit bottom of League D in the Nations League. It's just not looking good for them. And I don't see improvement from this Liechtensteiner team. So I'm going to say that Liechtenstein will grab 6th place and out. They're going out of Euro qualifiers. 5th, Iceland. Iceland are just going to not do much at all. They're going to play awful. It's not going to look good for them. And yes, they're getting 5th place. There's not enough squad depth, and it's just not working out for them in this tournament. I can just see Iceland falling out here in 5th place. 4th, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina, better known as just Bosnia, have been playing okay recently. The Nations League was good. They did play well in the Nations League. I'll give them credit for that. But besides that, it hasn't all been that great. And disappointing World Cup qualifiers, getting killed by Finland after a red card for Finland. And it was just ridiculous the way they played. So really shocking results by them. And I just don't think it's going to improve that much more. So Bosnia, 4th place. 3rd, Slovakia. Slovakia have been playing okay lately. It hasn't been great. It hasn't been the worst. Disappointing Nations League, honestly. Again, with Kazakhstan in their group, they should have done better, but they didn't. And that's just what happened to them. Just disappointing play all throughout. It really wasn't very good. It just really wasn't. So Slovakia, disappointing, third place. Not that great. Probably no playoffs as well. Second, Luxembourg. Luxembourg have been playing really well lately, I'm going to be honest. They've been playing great. They had a good Nations League. They had a good World Cup qualifying. They beat Ireland. They're going toe-to-toe with the Portuguese, and I think they'll be able to qualify for the Euros. I'm going to be honest. I don't see who else is doing it. Maybe Slovakia instead, possibly, because Slovakia just do bets, but I just don't see it right now. So I am going to go for Luxembourg here in second place. And first, Portugal. This is obvious. Portugal winning this group. Maybe more obvious. No, it's not more obvious than the Switzerland one. But Portugal will absolutely win this group. It's going to be an absolute walkover for the Portuguese. A Portuguese party. They will just eat this group up. It's going to be amazing to see for the fans because they are going to win this group. I'm talking about Adrian at Rabona TV, big Portuguese fan, and the national team. And this team is going to do absolutely fantastic here. And they're just going to win this group by a long shot. It's just going to be amazing to see for the fans and everything like that. So there are my Euro qualifier predictions. It'll be coming out for the playoff ones in about a year once the playoffs happen. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like as well as that subscribe button. Without any further ado, I'm going to be signing off and I'll catch you in a while. See ya!